Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Ron Judd Show. The very first Ron Judd Show, as a matter of fact. You know, there's so much that goes into putting on a show like this. There's emails and phone calls and meetings and decisions and every possible thing you could think of. And then finally, when it all comes together, they call me and I come here. So, no, actually, that's not really completely true. I've been involved really with every aspect of this production from the very beginning. Every single detail I've been involved with. No wonder I'm so exhausted. Tell you what, I'm just hoping I can get through this first show. Next week, don't be too surprised if it's the Corey Connor show instead.
Talking about Corey?
Amanda, what are you doing here? Can't you see I'm introducing the first show?
Well, good, as long as I'm not interrupting anything important.
This is my assistant, Amanda, and she is going to be involved in the act that you'll see here on the show. And she also works for me doing odd jobs.
I was just wondering if we're going to be here much longer, because I kind of have some stuff I want to do.
Well, the show is just beginning, so it will be a little while.
Great.
Well, anyhow, you know, I can remember when we first came up with the idea for this show. My friends and I were just sitting around one evening, and Corey, who I mentioned earlier, he said, you know, Ron,
what you need to do is a kind of show where you can do a variety of things.
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, for the past few years, all you've done is music. I mean, you really need a program where you can showcase all your talents.
Such as?
You know, telling jokes, doing voice impressions, playing different characters, and making silly things up like we always do. And I mean, and you could still sing too.
I don't know, Corey. A show like that sounds pretty complicated.
I think it'd be a great idea.
Well, of course it's a great idea, Beverly. In fact, it's such a great idea, that's exactly the kind of show I'm going to do. Beverly, why don't you come over here and have a seat, and we'll discuss how the show will work.
Well, we also need to think about who could be a possible financier for the show. So,
Beverly, what about that rich aunt of yours?
Aunt Fran? I'm not sure you want her involved with the show. She can be pretty demanding.
Oh, well, we can put up with demanding if there's enough money involved.
All right, I'll ask, but don't say I didn't warn you.
That night we sat down and we planned out everything that you'll be seeing here tonight.
Which isn't a lot if this introduction goes on much longer.
Oh, I'm sorry, Amanda. Am I taking too long?
Well, let's just say Corey and I are ready for the opening act.
no, we're not.
Corey, we have a show to do. I mean, if you don't do this act, we have nothing else to fill the time with.
Well, I mean, I guess I could give it a try, but I don't think I got it quite worked out yet.
Well, don't worry. I'm sure it'll be just fine. And it better be. Now go ahead and get back in your place so I can introduce you.
Isn't that what you've been doing since this show began?
Will you get back there?
Okay, I'm going.
So anyway, next you're going to be seeing Corey Connor along with my assistant Amanda as his assistant. Are you following this? Well, anyway. You know, I remember when Corey first started working on this act. It must have been...
We're ready.
Ladies and gentlemen, the opening act.
Hello, I'm Corey Connor, and in my hand, I have a very rare magic pebble. One of only 2 in the world exists today. I'm going to give this pebble to Amanda. Be very careful with this, I mean, it's extremely rare. She's going to take the pebble into the restroom. Fill the sink full of water and place it in the water. Now, in order for this act to work, the pebble must be completely immersed.
Slight difficulty. The sink isn't exactly working.
Ooh, well, isn't there anywhere else you can completely immerse the pebble?
There's the toilet.
I don't want my pebble in the toilet. I mean, isn't there any place else?
That's kinda it.
Fine. Put it in the toilet, but please be careful. It's extremely rare, and I don't...
Extremely rare and valuable. One of only 2 in the world. Blah, blah.
Oh, and make sure you stay in there. Okay, so now then, Amanda is placing my magic pebble in the restroom. Once the pebble is underwater, in a minute or so, I'm going to say the secret word, the Zeke. And when I say the secret word, the Zeke, something amazing will happen. Now, I don't know why, but for some reason, when you completely immerse the pebble and say the secret word, the Zeke, it has an incredible effect, which you will see in a moment when I say the secret word.
When you say what?
Amanda, what are you still doing out here?
I don't know, maybe because
Well,
you
this
said...
act will only work if you stay in the restroom.
Well, I went there.
Well,
but
then you came out here and you're supposed to be in there.
All right. I'll do my best, but I really need to use the restroom soon. So
Well-
if you could just speed things up.
Well, just hold it. I mean, how can I get this done if you won't cooperate?
Okay, but please, hurry. I can't hold it much longer.
So, Amanda is placing my pebble in the toilet because that's the only place we found where we could completely immerse it in. And in just a moment, I'm going to say the secret word, the Zeke. And when I say it, you won't believe your eyes when you see what will happen.
I can't wait.
Okay, you know what? That's it. That does it. I give up. I told you I wasn't ready to do this act. Besides, how can I get this done where you won't stay where you're supposed to be?
So can I go now? Because I really need to go.
Yeah. Go on. Man, I'm really disappointed. Amanda was supposed to stay in the restroom, and when I said the secret word, she would have appeared right here on stage. Oh well, I mean, I guess I could give it a try, but I wouldn't want Amanda appearing here on stage while she was using the restroom. Wait, my magic pebble is still in the toilet. Amanda, wait! Oh, there was only one of two in the world. Amanda!
Well, Beverly, I'm so glad that you're here.
I told you I would be.
You know, I was thinking after the show, maybe we could go out for dinner.
You mean the entire cast?
Oh, well, I'm sure they probably have other plans that, they've already made.
Hey, you guys, guess what? Amanda remembered to take my magic pebble out of the toilet before she used it.
Of course I remembered. I wasn't going to chance having you make me appear in
Okay.
Excuse us, you two. We're trying to have a conversation here.
Oh, really? Sorry.
Ron, we've been through this before. We've been good friends all of our lives, and I don't want to spoil it. We shouldn't even think about going there.
Well, if you're afraid of not, I could.
And you really shouldn't think about going there.
All right, you know I'm kidding.
Yes, I know. Look, Ron, I really care about you, but...
Oh, excuse me, Beverly. I have to get on stage for my song. We'll have to talk later.
I wish I could understand why he's so infatuated with me.
You actually seem to enjoy spending time with him.
You're the girl of my dreams. It's a dream of you. And you're in my daydreams. In the daytime too. Well, I always thought that I'd end up with you. So when I want to dream, I just dream of you. Yeah, well, I dream of a time I ask you out for a date. It's maybe New Year's Eve. We say, now don't be late. We dance all night and I wear out my shoes. I know right there that it has to be you. Well, I always thought that I'd end up with you. You give me all your loving when I'm wanting you. And when you're in my arms, I can forget my blues. 'Cause when I want to dream, I just dream of you. Yeah. Yeah, I remember that dream of asking you for a date. It was a New Year's Eve. You said, don't be late. We danced all night and I wore out my shoes. I knew all along that it had to be you. Well, I always thought it would be me and you. You give me all your loving, such sweet loving when I'm wanting you. Oh yes you do, and when you're in my arms, I forget my blues. 'Cause when I want to dream, I just dream of you. Hey, when I want to dream, I just think of you. Yeah.
Come in.
Hey, Ron, have you seen my magic pebble? I put it in my pocket and now it's gone.
Oh yeah, I found it backstage and I finally got the sink working, so I put it underwater. You did say that's what we're supposed to do, right?
Well, no, I mean, it only needs to be completely immersed when you say the secret word, the Zeke.
Oh.
Well, don't worry. I'll go get it. Oh, hey, Amanda.
Oh, Amanda. I'm glad you're here. Have you seen Beverly?
She went to visit her aunt. She should be back any moment.
Oh, her aunt, Mrs. Ferguson, the financial contributor?
Mm-hmm. That's the one. Hey, Ron, she's back.
Hey, Beverly, I've been looking for you.
Yes, my Aunt Fran called me and told me I had to go see her immediately.
Oh, about what?
Well, you know she took over Ferguson Products International. My uncle died. They make everything.
Yeah, and?
And she wanted to show me her latest invention.
Oh, well, why was that so urgent?
Because she wants you to advertise it on the show.
You know that we can't do any advertising on the show. It's against the rules.
It is against the rules.
Yes, I know, but I'm the one who has to go tell her. But...
Well, look, Beverly, you know I'd do anything that I could for you, but I just can't do this. I mean, even if we have to give her back her money.
You'll even give up the money.
But it would mean a great deal to me personally if you would.
It would?
He's thinking.
Well, I suppose we could figure out some way to put it in the show.
Thank you.
So what is it?
It's this. Expandable chewing gum.
Expandable chewing gum?
It's the latest and greatest according to Aunt Fran. It expands while you chew it, so it takes up less space in your purse or your wallet.
Yeah, well, and that's always been a problem. Okay, well, I will figure out some way to include this in the closing act.
Hey, Ron, it's almost time for the Uncle George skit. You ready?
Just about, Corey. Go ahead and take your place, and I'll be there as soon as I get my hair grade.
I'd give that about a C+.
Will you get on stage?
See you out there.
Among his many other talents, who wrote this?
I did. Just read it.
Among his many other talents, Ron Judd does great impressions of famous people. Here he is now with one of them, and Corey Connor.
Most young men seek the folly of their friends, and together with them fall so far astray. But because I am bright, I know better than I might, and I seek the wisdom of the old and great. Uncle George, I've come to visit you again.
Is that so? Well, that's very nice of you. But don't think for 1 second I didn't hear you call me old and gray a minute ago.
Oh, well, it's just a poem, so
I mean, is that what you kids today call having respect for your elders?
No, of course not. It's just...
I'm still not too old to bend you over my knee, young man.
Listen, Uncle George, I need some advice, and I know you've been around for a long time.
Again with the old cracks. I mean, why don't you just say I'm ancient and get it over with?
Uncle George...
Never mind. Look, what did you want to talk to me about?
I have a job interview tomorrow, and I want to know how to make a good first impression.
I'll be danged. 100 years of giving advice to young men, and I finally got one that isn't about girls. I think I liked it better before. Well, my boy, there's only one way to make a good first impression on a job interview.
Well, great. What is it?
This.
gum chewing.
Ron, that wasn't in the script.
Just go with it. And the only gum to chew is Ferguson's expandable chewing gum, the gum that expands as you chew it. Here, have a piece. No longer do you need to leave your gum at home because there's just no room for it in your pocket. This gum starts out so small it'll fit anywhere. They'll be quick to hire anyone who shows the good sense in chewing Ferguson's expandable chewing gum. And it comes in so many wonderful flavors, I think.
It's really expanding a lot. I mean, is it supposed to do this?
Of course it is. That's why it's such a great value. Starts out so small, but it grows far beyond the size of a normal stick of gum.
Yeah, but it's getting a little too big.
Mine's getting a little too big too.
I can't even talk anymore.
I have no idea what you're saying.
What?
What?
Ron, I don't understand what's going on.
I don't know what this is going to
What?
What in the world from you?
Where did it come from?
Because Beverly shows him a girl.
The shit is ruined.